This guy, white man. This guy, black man. This white man, this black man. This white man, this black man. This white man, this black man. You don't fucking do that for anything else. You know, a fucking female teacher rapes a fucking male student and it says sex with student. Fucking male teacher rapes a female student. It says rapes student. Yeah, so when a female is doing it, you quick to misspell rape, but the framing thing is fucking garbage. We gotta be fucking better at doing this bullshit and better at fucking just giving the fucking truth here. Boom. This is what's going on. I don't give no fucks. Like I said with the Dante Wright shooting, fucking negligent. I posted that on the fucking, just minds it out. I didn't actually do a video on it or whatnot. But the body cam footage. Taser, taser, taser. Oh shit, fuck, I shot him. None. Negligence. His warrant was for having a gun. Negligence, because it shouldn't be illegal to have a gun. So you basically killed him for utilizing his Second Amendment rights, and that makes you unconstitutional trash. So you can technically argue treason, but that's a different argument. Our whole system's a fucking joke, and I don't know where we go from here that doesn't end up in widespread violence, and I really don't want to have to fucking think about whether or not I'm gonna get stabbed in the back by my goddamn neighbor. I really don't. I'm just fucking saying. Moving right along here, it appears that we have insulted China. I'm not China, I mean Russia. Russia just told us to fuck off. Let's get into this. War is coming. So Russia wants U.S. warships should stay out of Crimea for their own good. That is a fucking threat. Or an implied threat. I mean, I don't technically blame Russia because our president fucking threatened them on national television. Our president, Russia on Tuesday told the U.S. to keep its warships away from Crimea for its own good, calling the development in the Black Sea a provocation. And I mean, it technically is. The United States is our adversary and does everything it can to undermine Russia's position on the world stage, Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabokov said. So we're restarting the fucking Cold War. According to Russia's new agencies, we do not see any other elements in their approach. Those are our conclusions. Reuters note that this is a departure from Moscow's prior language describing the U.S. as a partner. Yeah, it's because fucking the illustrious and greatest president in Joe Biden in the history of fucking America fucking insulted them and shit. The Turk, they throw ambassadors and oh my god, we're a fucking circus. The Turkish government announced last week that the U.S. would be sending 2 warships to the Black Sea this week in light of the buildup of Russian military forces along Ukraine's border. The ships are expected to arrive by Wednesday or Thursday and will remain in the Black Sea until May 4th. Russia annexed Crimea from Ukraine in 2014, fighting between Moscow-backed separatists and Ukrainian. And they didn't annex it. Crimea voted to be... Anyway, Ukrainian soldiers resumed last month, bringing an end to the ceasefire that had been reached by the top groups last summer. The group of 7 foreign ministers released a statement on Monday calling on Russia to cease its provocations on the Ukrainian-Russian border. We call on Russia to cease its provocations and to immediately de-escalate tensions in line with its international obligations, the statement from the G7 foreign ministers read. In particular, we call on Russia to uphold the OSCE principles and commitments that it has signed up to on transparency of military movements and to respond to the procedures established in Chapter 3 of the Vienna document. I mean, we don't like to follow our own rules and treaties, Constitution. I don't see why Russia would think that we should follow theirs. The whole world is a mess. I mean, Joe Biden literally threatened or insulted the president of Russia on national television. That's not what a leader does. That's not fucking diplomacy. That's not how shit fucking works. Like, this shit is utter fucking garbage. Joe Biden is a fucking disgrace. I mean, I don't know what's going on in the Ukraine. Somebody from Ukraine, somebody from Crimea, you can all chime in and let me know, and I can make a better informed decision about that. But what's going on between Russia and Ukraine is none of our fucking business. We got our own fucking problems. Men aren't fucking men. Women aren't fucking women. Men are fucking women, and women are men. The whole fucking system's falling apart. We got a cop that's probably should go to jail for negligence, probably going to get off because the fucking trial is tainted. And my God, we get fucking cops that don't get enough training in how to use a firearm, accidentally pulling a firearm when it should have been a taser, and shooting another guy for a warrant that he shouldn't have fucking had because he had a right to have a fucking firearm. The whole fucking thing is a circus. No, we can just executive away order the Constitution in the areas where we think it does. No, if you nullify the whole fucking Constitution, you nullify your own goddamn authority and you can fuck right off. Shall not be infringed. It's explicit. It doesn't matter how rational, how logical it is. All gun regulations is the treason. They're all illegal. They're all unconstitutional. You want to fucking change that, you have a convention of states and then a constitutional convention, and you do it the right fucking way, even if it takes 10 months. I'm sick of this shit. You can't stand so it's not absolute. That means the next president can come in and executive order people back into slavery. Or they can executive order women's rights away. You see how this fucking works? None of you think about it. You're all just fucking first world fucking problems thinking about your own goddamn bullshit. You never think it through. You never think how this could fucking affect other fucking areas in the thing. And it's fucking retarded. This goes into other aspects, and we're going to get a little off topic here. But when I was talking about men being men and women being women, so yeah, men complain, and I'll be highlight how women and feminism is trash and things a problem and it's not worth it. But if you don't actually look at yourself and be like, at some point, if you weren't trained to be a man or feminism taught you the wrong thing, at some point you have to take fucking responsibility for that, unfuck yourself, and learn how to be a fucking man. So if you're just complaining and you're not actively trying to learn how to be a man or actively bettering yourself as a man, then you're part of the fucking problem. Eventually you have to take responsibility for yourself and your rights, and people are fucking retarded and they're not doing it. If you give your rights up, if you give a little bit of liberty up for a little bit of anything, you deserve neither, and you're going to get neither. You know that history has shown us this time and time and time and time again. There is no logical or rational reason or emotional reason that any right should be restricted. A human right is absolute. The only reasonable restriction is the violation of somebody else's rights. So if you violate somebody's right to life, then your right to life is forfeit. If like that, I don't understand how people don't get this. How the fuck did we become Nazis? We're fucking Nazis. Our country is the Gestapo. Our country is turning into a fucking fascist, totalitarian mess, and it's fucking utter garbage. We have our own fucking problems. We don't need to be warring with fucking Russia. I don't give a fuck about, I don't hate Russians. I don't fucking distrust Russians. I don't trust Russians. I don't give a fuck about Russia. Russia is for Russians. Russians can deal with their own fucking problems. That's how it should fucking be. My problem isn't fucking the Afghani government. My problem isn't fucking Irani fucking crap. My problem isn't fucking the Jews with fucking people that think there's a secret cabal of Jews ruling the world. My problem is fucking Americans. My problem is the American government. My problem is the trampling of the fucking Constitution. I'm just fucking saying. Finally, we're gonna move on and talk about the most ridiculous piece of this entire podcast. This could get me banned on some places and platforms. But we're going to talk about COVID microchips. 60 Minutes has apparently said that the Pentagon has revealed the microchips. This is ridiculous. Utterly preposterous. But it could be real. Let's go. Let's check this out. This is New York Post. Pentagon Pentagon develops microchip that detects COVID under your skin. Medical researchers at the Pentagon have created a microchip that will detect COVID-19 when inserted under the skin. Relax, conspiracy theorists. You're not being disseminated via vaccines. The revolution was developed by the defense. This is the next step, though, the mark of the beast. So, like, when you tell, like, these conspiracy theorists not to worry, they're just like, well, I was wrong that the vaccines are the mark of the beast, but the vaccines are the test trial for this, the mark of the beast. So that it's not going to fucking work, bro. You're just going to have to, like, you have to, like, accept that fight. There's no way you're winning that fight. The revolutionary technology was developed by the Defense Research Agency, which operates under the Pentagon umbrella, according to Sunday's night's broadcast of 60 Minutes. The top-secret unit was launched during the Cold War to study emerging technologies for military use, among them innovations to defend soldiers from biological weapons. This 60 Minutes, are you fucking telling me that this is... I hope this is fucking bullshit. Dr. Matt Hepburn, an infectious disease physician and retired Army colonel, revealed that the microchip, which is not widespread use outside the Department of Defense, could detect COVID-19 in an individual well before the patient spawns an outbreak. We challenge the reasoned community to come up with a solution that may sound like science fiction. Said who role at DARPA, he added, is to take pandemics off the table. Hepburn compared the diagnostic microchip to Car's check engine alert. I'm not a fucking bored robot. Despite conspiracy theories that claim Microsoft's Bill Gates is using vaccines as a vehicle to insert a microchip, globally positioning the system in our bodies, 60 Minutes clarified that DARPA's chip would not track your every movement. I don't trust DARPA. Nor is it being administered via shots, as someone would be Twitter sleuths that's pondering. I mean, I don't doubt it's not being tracked. I don't doubt that. I don't trust that. But even if it's not, no. It's a sensor, Hepburn told CBS correspondent Bill Whitaker. The tiny green thing is there. You put it underneath the skin. And what that tells you is that there are chemicals or reactions going on inside the body, and the signal means that you're going to have symptoms tomorrow. The microchip embedded in the tissue-like gel is designed to continuously test the chip's recipient blood for presence of the virus. Once COVID-19 is detected, the chip alerts the patient to conduct a rapid blood test, which is self-administered and confirms positive results. Oh my god, this guy got COVID. His COVID light's on! His COVID light's on! Get him! Get him! Get him! Kill him! Kill him! Burn him! No, fuck this. Oh, man. We can have the information in 3 to 5 minutes, Hepburn said, as you trunicate that time as you diagnose and treat. What you do is you stop the infection in its tracks. The segment also revealed technology that would allow a standard dialysis machine to remove COVID-19 from the blood using a customized filter. Blood is passed through the machine where it is detoxed, then pumped back into the body in a continuous stream until the body rids itself of the virus. Now, I'm saying, like, this... If we lived in a perfect utopia world where you could trust the government and whatnot, and you could filter diseases out of your blood via dialysis, that's pretty fucking good. But we don't have that type of government. I don't trust it. A military spouse dubbed patient 16 survived a severe bout of the illness, including organ failure and septic shock, thanks to the novel dialysis machine. Treatment lasts 4 days, after which patient 6 made a full recovery. So they're saying it worked. Science says such is critically important in preventing outbreaks in crowded military quarters. So they're going to start chipping fucking soldiers, bro. Such as one of the occurred in U.S. Theodore Roosevelt in March 20th, which saw 1,271 crewmates test positive for coronavirus. Pentagon researchers continue to study COVID-19, and much of the research has been critical. I'm glad to them out if they're going to start chipping fucking soldiers, including new methods of detecting and developing antibodies in the last 10 weeks, a fraction of the 6 to 24 months period required. They eventually hope to close the gap between new diseases, detect the vaccine development. Eventually, said DARPA scientist James Crow, we should start a blood sample from a survivor by giving you an injection of the cure within 60 days. For us at DARPA, if the experts are laughing at you and saying it's impossible, you're in the right space, Hepburn. So this is the fucking world we live in. The fucking Pentagon is probably going to start microchipping soldiers. So if you're in and you listen to this, you might want to decide whether or not you want to stay in or get the fuck out. Of course, the choice is yours, as it should be to take or not take the vaccine. That's between you and your fucking doctor. The government needs to stay out of that fucking shit.